Wow, this is violent. Tacos, burritos, mariachi bands, taco trucks. Mexico is a country you've probably heard of, but what you probably haven't noticed is, bro, Mexicans love some anime. You know what else they love on their screens? Violence.
Calm down! Calm down! I am so sick and tired of people telling me to calm down! I am so tired! Ayoko na! Olivia! I don't want to calm down now!
Rich, dramatic violence. Now, if you're wondering what a violent Mexican anime would even look like, I watched one, and I liked it. Anyone want to go out for some tacos right now?
Antes de comer un taco deben ponerle salsa. De esta forma le darán más sabor.
Onyx Equinox is an anime that starts out with a guy slitting his throat while Aztec gods come to kill everyone. A man tries to save his wife, but his arm gets broken in half. People in Venom symbiotes are forced to slit their own throats, and blood comes out like crazy while a bigger Aztec god comes out of the ground and breaks the other gods in half and drinks their golden blood. Everyone is running, there's a guy missing an arm, and a kid crying for his mother. But then, what's this? The kid gets possessed by an Aztec god, and then moments later, his body disintegrates. That is just the opening scene. Anime, it's something that would put most middle school boys when I was younger in the weeb closet until a few years ago we had a boom of everyone coming out of that closet, and now anime is extremely mainstream. But when we think of anime, we don't think about Mexico, we think about Japan. Unless you're a mother of a Gen Z kid, then you think of China.
Konjik, it's time to grow up. Enough with these Chinese cartoons. Get a job.
But mom, it's anime. Anime's from Japan.
They are Chinese cartoons, Konjik.
But mom, why are you calling me by my YouTube name? My real name's not Konjik. Mom? What the heck? Why'd you hang up? Our main character, a boy who, even though his dad sold him and his sister into slavery, is living a simple, happy life. That is until his sister gets her throat slit, blood pours onto the floor, and she falls into a ginormous hole as a human sacrifice right before she was going to say she loved him. The boy kneels down in front of the puddle of his sister's blood and then stays there for hours until he decides there just isn't a point in living anymore, and he also descends into the hole. He falls in water and hits his head on a rock where blood comes out of his head. Then he gets electrocuted. But out of nowhere, a mystical jaguar takes him out of the water and tosses his body before he starts coughing up water. Now you may be thinking, bro, this is kinda sad. And yeah, the boy's next words are actually that he just wants to die. Then the jaguar kicks him and the boy continues saying that he just wants to die and begs for the jaguar to kill him. Many times in our own lives, we feel there is no point in moving forward in our own personal journeys, and the devil tries to put thoughts in our heads about ending it all. But we've all got purpose, and many times we run from our purpose. Like how the main character did after the jaguar told him he was chosen by the gods to be the savior of humanity. That boy ran. Also, his eyes are blue now, and yeah, his name is Azel. Ending up back in some more water, this is where it kinda became a horror movie. A bunch of hair started coming out of the water while the boy just looked terrified. Then the corpse of his sister just came out and just jumped out of the water and disappeared. Azel then finds an odd object with a face that kept saying blood over and over. And then of course, it bites him. Some crazy looking monster comes out with a tongue sticking out of its chest and starts going after Azel. But then after taking some more blood, that thing that bit him turns into a dagger and the boy stabs the monster. And then, you know, he starts being drowned by the monster, but he wins, and Azel, trapped inside the monster's stomach, comes out in all grossness. When watching this anime, you don't know whether to smile or feel bad for this kid. Or maybe you do and just want to hide it, but this is a story of a boy brought to the lowest of the low. A low that's so bad that it will either kill him or lead him to being born again as a new man. He kinda already tried the dying part, so let's see how this plays out. The jaguar returns to speak about Azel's destiny as humanity's savior, but in true Deku fashion, starts crying again and says humans aren't worth saving because they took everything from him, and then runs home. There he starts breaking down, feeling angry and emotional. He starts smashing things and throwing stuff around. Now, if you don't know this about us Latinos, natural blue eyes like never happens with us. We've got like brown and maybe hazel, which is basically brown. So when people saw that he had blue eyes, they said that it's a curse from the underworld. So they started beating him up and throwing stuff at him and telling him to leave the village. You know, as a loving community does. But don't worry, he ends up back at his dad's house where he goes off on him for selling him and his sister as a slave and then adopting 2 new sons. In anger, he even pushes one off a tree and this guy's bone stabs right out of his leg, which is bad because these guys are actually pros in Aztec Mayan basketball. As human beings, there's a little violence in all of us. I mean, even I did karate as a kid, call me Bruce Lee, but dang, in this Mexican anime, violence transcends species. Even the monkeys are brutally trying to kill each other. One lady actually weirdly kidnaps one to like eat it or something. Wait, what? Hello?
Are you promoting violence on the internet?
Why and how are you calling me on Discord?
I'm gonna take my sandal and slap that attitude off your face if you talk back to me again.
Mommy, come on. I think I'm old enough to like violence.
No, you're not.
I'm literally in my 20s.
I said no.
But it's Mexican.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
This woman just hung up again. Mexican anime could get pretty crazy, especially when it invades Japanese anime, and the Japanese don't understand what they're saying. Like, just look at this.
Oye, creo que se han asustado.
¿Pero por qué habrán huido si somos muy simpáticos?
Si les enseñamos la camiseta, puede que se tranquilicen.
Sí, claro.
¡Qué buena idea! Vamos a ser amigos. Vamos a tomar algo. ¿Qué hay por aquí?
Things can get crazy. With Azel, his corpse sister shows up again, creepily speaks into his ear, and then vanishes. And then, you know, he gets beat up by other boys for helping out some immigrants. What am I even watching at this point? But so far, I've barely gone into the story of this show, and that's because I don't really want to spoil it since it's only 1 season long, but also, I just don't need to. You get my point. Lucha Libre, tequila bar fights, Speedy Gonzalez, Mexican culture has got the entertaining violence, and so does their anime. At least, I liked it. But, I guess if I'm being honest, I'm not Mexican, I'm Puerto Rican, I don't eat tacos. Wow, you made it to the end. You could always start a new beginning with this other video. Go ahead and push it. Come on, you know you want to push it. Push it!